We just got a couple days left until the release of LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, and finally we are getting the game. Finally, we will be able to play it and have fun and explore the LEGO Star Wars galaxy, and I'm very hyped and I can't wait to play this game. So in today's video, I'll be just talking about LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, and yeah, I'm just gonna talk about it, what expectations I have and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm just gonna kind of talk about LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. So yeah, so let's start talking about LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. Okay, so let's first start talking about like the main thing, right? Like the lightsaber combat. And this isn't really the main thing, but it's the thing that's probably the most noticeable, and the aiming down sights. So the lightsaber combat here is way more advanced. You could have combos, you could make up your own combos, you could use the Force to make your lightsaber combat better, and also you could use the Force to pick up objects and throw them at enemies, and that's something unique. You can only do that in other LEGO Star Wars games, right? And yeah, I really like how this game is evolving how you fight enemies. Like, it isn't just constantly swing your lightsaber and eventually you'll eliminate all the enemies. You have to kind of think how to eliminate them, and there's a lot of you have more control over how you fight the enemies, and that's just better. If you want to just pick up objects and throw at the enemy constantly, you could do that, and yeah, that's very, very awesome. And also, as I said, aiming down sights, that is also a big part of the combat for the gun characters, right, for the blaster characters. And aiming down sights also makes it more interesting, makes you more involved in the combat. And yeah, so overall, aiming down sights is a big step forward into making combat more fun with the gun characters, the blaster characters, and yeah, I think this is very going to be interesting. It's going to be like a third-person shooter, just trying to eliminate some stormtroopers, right? And also, let's now go back to the lightsaber combat. The lightsaber combat will probably make the boss fights more interesting. For example, being Yoda and fighting Palpatine, it's gonna be very fun, right? And also fighting Obi-Wan Kenobi as General Grievous, it also is probably gonna be very fun because of the lightsaber combat, right? Because it's more unique, very different from previous LEGO Star Wars games, and you're gonna be more involved into the gameplay. And now the big thing, the open world. The open world is going to be huge. In the beginning, I thought it's going to be kind of small, but when I saw gameplay of Mos Eisley, some YouTubers playing in Mos Eisley, it looked huge. You could explore every corner of Mos Eisley, and that's just super awesome. There's so many side quests. So let's now a little bit talk about the side quests. So the side quests, you can unlock vehicles by doing these, or characters. You can unlock Kyber bricks, which is the main collectible in this game, and yeah. So side quests are kind of, this thing after you could do, and you could do these side quests, like in between, like in the story. While you're playing the story, you could kind of do these side quests, and yeah. So in the open world, you also could drive vehicles. Some vehicles spawn randomly, like a Banfa or Speeder. They are already on the map. You just gotta find them, and then you could drive them, and it's quite cool. You can't spawn in a Banfa. You can't spawn in a Tauntaun. You have to find them first, and then you could drive around. You could ride it around and do stuff like that. And yeah, the open world. Let's go back to the open world. The open world is huge, absolutely huge. You could really do anything you probably want. Yeah, just as I said, absolutely huge, and you could go from planet to planet. There's 23 planets, and yeah, there's just a ton of planets to explore, and probably each planet has something unique. Like Tatooine has Banfas and stuff like that, and Mustafar has its own like native life. Probably I forgot the natives of Mustafar, but I'm pretty sure those are Mustafarians. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. And yeah, the open world is probably gonna just be huge, and probably the planets that I'm most excited to explore are Tatooine, Coruscant, and Naboo. They just look the biggest out of all the planets that we saw in the gameplay trailers and stuff. So those are like the main 3 planets I'm interested in. And yeah, those planets just look huge. Tons of stuff to do probably on those planets, and I'm very excited to explore those planets. So yeah, there's side quests to do, and there's a ton of side quests, tons of challenges to do, and yeah. Now let's talk about the starfighters and the space battles, and stuff like that, because there's a lot of things to do in space. It's not like you do everything, on the planets. You sometimes will spend also a lot of time in space, and also there's capital ships. Soon I will tell you what the capital ships are. But first, there's random encounters. So for example, you're going to a planet and you jump out of hyperspace, and there's a Star Destroyer attacking you, and you gotta fight it and destroy it. And in some scenarios, I'm not sure how this will work, but the capital ships, I think you gotta find them on a certain planet, or maybe destroy them in like a certain mission. So first you gotta capture the capital ships from their original owners, and then they're gonna be like your garage. You could spawn ships, you can explore the capital ships and stuff like that, which sounds very, very interesting. It doesn't sound like we can like fly around in the capital ships. That would be awesome, right? But I hope no, there's gonna be a lot of things to do in the capital ships. And yeah, and the capital ships are the Death Star 2, the Executor class Star Destroyer, the Trade Federation battleship, and the Steadfast. So I don't know, the Death Stars, I think they shouldn't be in the capital ship category, but I'm not complaining. I want to explore the Death Star, definitely. The first one and the second one. And what's kind of interesting is we don't see Starkiller Base. Starkiller Base isn't a capital ship in this game. And I'm kind of curious, will we be able to explore the Starkiller Base, or no? I'm actually quite interested in that. Probably, I don't know. I don't know how they will handle that, because the Starkiller Base originally was a planet, and then eventually was transformed into a super weapon. So yeah. So I'm kind of interested how they will handle that. And yeah, the capital ships look very interesting. I hope we could explore each one like a lot. And yeah, so it kind of, I'm curious how the capital ships will work, and we're gonna see how the capital ships will work when the game releases. And now, starfighters. There are a lot of starfighters to unlock. So I'm pretty sure there's 69 starfighters to unlock, and that is quite a bit. That's quite a bit. You could fly the Gonk. There's a Gonk starfighter that you could fly, and that's just absolutely awesome, because this game kind of is like a Gonk droid meme. there's a lot of gonk droids. Like, this game's kind of, there's tons of gonk droids in this game. Missions and, stuff surrounded around gonk droids, and that's awesome. And there's a lot of starfighters, and I really can't wait to unlock all of them, right? Just fly around the galaxy as whatever, flying whatever starfighter I want, and that will be awesome. Now, there are the characters to talk about, the characters that you'll be able to unlock. And there are a lot of characters to unlock in this game. There's 380 characters to unlock. 380 characters to unlock, including cosmetics. And when you combine the DLC, there's even more. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of characters to unlock. It's going to be a very huge challenge, right? Because you'll have to complete all the levels, complete all the movies, then you have to complete the side quests that, to unlock those characters. Some characters you'll have to unlock through side quests, which is, I'm okay with that. In the beginning, I kind of didn't like. I prefer having characters, you play the mission and all the characters that appeared in that mission now you can unlock. But when I looked at the side quests throughout the gameplay trailers, I think the choice that they made was the right choice to have some characters in the side quests, like quite a bit of them actually. And I'm now okay with it because the side quests don't look annoying. Like, it doesn't look annoying, so... Because I usually don't like games that have annoying side quests, and now, if you want to get all the characters, you have to complete those annoying side quests. I don't know. I kind of, I'm okay with quite a bit of characters being required. If you want to unlock them, you gotta, complete the side quests. But, yeah, there's a lot of characters. You could play as Gonkatine. Palpatine, it's a combination between the Gonk droid and Palpatine, and probably that will be the best character ever created in the history of Star Wars, Gonkatine. I can't really wait to play as Gonkatine, right? I'm curious also how we will unlock Gonkatine. Perhaps you gotta complete a side quest from Palpatine, right? Maybe if you spawn in the Death Star 2 and you have to go to Palpatine and complete a side quest, and then you get Gonkatine, right? And that would just be absolutely awesome. And yeah, I feel they could have added in more characters, right? They could have added in way more characters, definitely. They could have added in Republic Commandos, stuff like that. But this game is centered around the Skywalker Saga, but in Attack of the Clones, they do say to the clone commander, I don't remember, I'm pretty sure it's a clone commander, said to Mace Windu that he has 5 special units ready for orders, and they could have added that in the game and have Republic Commandos, but they could have added a Republic Commando and some cosmetics on the side, right? Some variants, I should say there, but yeah, they could have added in way more characters, I feel, because it's including cosmetics. So, yeah, there's still a lot of characters to unlock, and I'm not complaining. And it's kind of disappointing we don't have Captain Rex. I don't know, I would like Captain Rex, but still, this game is centered around the Skywalker Saga, so that's a little thing there to look out for. So definitely, I would definitely like some Clone Wars characters, but yeah, we didn't get any really we got one Clone Wars character, which was Mama the Hutt, but now, I don't know, I feel, that Mama the Hutt isn't a very important character. She was only in one episode of the Clone Wars, which, I don't know. I think they should have added some other character, perhaps, like Cad Bane, maybe Darth Maul with his metallic legs. I don't know. That would be, I think, a way better choice. Now, let's talk a little bit about the comedy in the levels, the cutscenes, right? The comedy looks good. Like, as I said, there's Gonkatine, right? So this game is kind of gonna be a meme, right? It's awesome, really, like very awesome, and yeah, just the comedy looks good. It's not gonna be just some joke and ha ha ha. It's gonna be more than that. It's gonna be if the jokes are gonna be good, right? They aren't gonna be bad, which is good. Like from the trailers, like when Palpatine executes Order 67, and then this that's a mistake, and then what the hell I don't want clones to dance. Order 66, okay. That was a kind of quality joke. It wasn't they didn't make something else. I really like the quality comedy, right? It isn't like just some joke and haha and no, okay, moving on with the story, right? And also I like that the voice actors sound very, very similar to those of the movies, right? This game really shows how much effort was put into this game with how similar the voices are to the movies, right? So Obi-Wan Kenobi sounds like Obi-Wan Kenobi from the movies, right? Or Anakin Skywalker from this game sounds like Anakin Skywalker from the movies, right? It's very similar, right? And that's the good part about this game, is that in the beginning I thought I don't want to play this game with the voices on, because you could play it with mumble mode right from the start, which is fantastic, because for those people that don't want to play with the voice acting, they could just turn on mumble mode and it's like that type of thing, right? So awesome. Yeah, personally I'm actually gonna play with the voice acting on, with the voices instead of the mumbles, but originally I wanted to play with the mumbles, and that was so because I thought the voice acting isn't gonna be great. But from what we saw from the trailers and the gameplay and all of that, it looks fantastic, and I can't wait for that. Yeah, so overall the comedy and the jokes will be probably fantastic, and the voice acting sounds great, and everything in this game looks positive, right? There's not really anything negative to really say about this game. I don't know, I also I like how this game is becoming more complex, how it's more complex, right? It's not just it's more complex. There's a upgrading system, there's tons of challenges, there's tons of vehicles, there's tons of things to do in the open world, and much more. And really, this game looks fantastic. And the part that I'm probably most excited for are the capital ships. And I'm excited for this the most because it reminds me of the original Star Wars Battlefront, those space battles, right? And it just this looks very promising. I hope they're gonna do good, I hope it's gonna be great. And it probably will be great. The Death Star being a capital ship and you being able to spawn it is just things out of this world, right? You could just spawn the Death Star, and let's hope we could destroy planets, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I'm very interested how that will work. Yeah, and also in some of the planets, there's security, like for example on Mos Eisley, stormtrooper squads walk around and patrol the streets of Mos Eisley, and you have a choice if you want to attack them or if you just want to pass by, right? And also there's costumes in this game, like not costume, but disguises. And disguises, the only class that can use the disguises is the hero class. Yes, there are also classes in this game. There's the villain class, the dark side class, the hero class. the hero class, the Jedi class. There's tons of classes, and it's awesome because I feel each character will have also his own like abilities and stuff like that. So for example, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin are in the same class, which is the Jedi class, but they'll have like their some abilities may be different, right? And I'm actually quite interested how that will work also. So yeah, so there's tons of stuff. So let's go back to the disguises, right? So the disguises let you the only character class that can use disguises is the hero class, and you could use it to hack into terminals. And to get the disguise, you have to eliminate stormtroopers and pick up their pieces, right? So the helmet, the chest plate, and the leg armor, and stuff like that. And then you gotta get the full disguise, right? So you may need to fight a couple squads of stormtroopers to get the full disguise, and you get the full disguise, and that's kind of how it goes there. So yeah, so that's how it is. So overall, I think that's everything I really had to talk about the game there. Yeah, everything looks very promising. Everything looks great. There's no real complaints I have about the game from the trailers. So yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, perhaps like it, and also comment down below if you're hyped for this game, what part of the game you're most excited for, and yeah, just comment down below about your opinion about the game and stuff like that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, perhaps like it, and also if you enjoy this type of content, subscribe, perhaps subscribe, maybe subscribe, I don't know. And also, when the game comes out, I will be live streaming it on my channel. I can't wait to play the game. I really can't wait to play the game. I'm very excited. I really am excited, and I pre-ordered the game, and yeah, I'm just gonna play it the day it releases, and I can't wait for it. So yeah, so watch out for the live stream when the game releases, and yeah, I'm gonna be playing it on my YouTube channel the day it releases. And yeah, so yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.